Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Pokemon Blue, and it's beginning to snow, which is awesome, dude. I'm so pumped about this. I wasn't sure we were gonna get it today. They said we could get anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, but they didn't say when, and so I woke up this morning, didn't see any. I was thinking maybe we had been lied to, because there are only two professions in this country that you can be consistently wrong at your job and continue to keep it, and that's weatherman and the president. That's just what it is. So I'm glad that they came through with it. Oh, and I'm gonna light my candle real quick. Hold on a sec. Oh, candied citrus pumpkin, you are everything to me. There we have it. Alright, so let's do this, my friends. What we're going to be doing today is we're stopping here in the Celadon City Mart, and we're going to sell a couple of things. We don't really need that Poké Doll. I did a little bit of research on what that's for, and the girl that you go give that to, she gives you a TM. She gives you TM 31, and you get Mimic out of it, which, not really a great move, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're going to keep these super potions. We're going to sell the Nugget for finally. For finally. That's not even... That's not even what I was initially trying to say, but that's what came out, so for finally, apparently. We're gonna get this Leaf Stone so that we can evolve Exeggcute into his crazy nightmare fuel form, and then it'll be all good. I mean, that'll kind of end the experiment with him, but let's do the damn thing. What? He's evolving! We've had him for such a short time, man. They grow up so fast. God, his face is creepy. Oh, the one on the right's the best. He's just like, he just looks like he's caught in like this swirling torrent of just like pain and confusion. He's just like, why have you done this to me? It's great. At least, and as horrible as that thing looks, it doesn't look nearly as bad as the Alolan form of that thing in the new game. I think it looks terrible. It really does. Like, its neck is like 175 feet long. It's just like this doomsday. It's like this doomsday equivalent of a giraffe. Like, it's just, ugh, it's terrible. You could bring on the apocalypse from people looking at that. It would just be mass suicide, essentially. Hello there. I've seen you, but I've never had a chance to talk. Here's a gift for dropping by. So we got TM41, and that's going to be Softboiled. Yes. Only one Pokemon can use it. Okay, so it is just for Chansey then. I was thinking, possibly, that there was like an outlier's chance that just maybe, Exeggcute could learn that thing, because he is in fact comprised of eggs. The terminology would work, even though he's, primarily made out of tree parts now for some reason, but hey, I guess eggs can turn into trees. That's something that this game has taught us. It goes against the grain of everything we've ever thought, but we now know. So what we're going to do is today, the big adventure that we're going to embark in today is we're going to head back down to Fuchsia City, and we're going to head down towards the Seafoam Islands, which is where Articuno is chilling. So we're going to totally start, embarking towards taking on our very first legendary Pokemon, and that's going to be fucking awesome. Also, let's give a quick shout out to all of these guys that we're depositing back into their respective place here. They held it down for us, man. They really did. The experiment of taking them onto Cycling Road with us was a resounding success. They didn't all die anywhere near as much as I thought they would. So, it was pretty cool. Even though Slurm and Gnaw came in late and they didn't really participate any, they were part of it as well. So we gotta give them their proper due here. So thanks a lot, my friends. And now let's take out the main guys. Two main Pokemon that are gonna have an absolute field day in this next section are gonna be Neo and Radigan. It's gonna be crazy. They have just an overpowering advantage over everybody in this area. Tabanero doesn't. But he'll actually come in handy against Articuno, just so long as he doesn't fucking burn it. If he burns it, I'm gonna be mad. We may have to take on that particular scenario a couple of times. So I will. It'll be one of the very few times that we use save states in this. Did we not? Oh, we didn't take out Pillsbury. Okay, cool. The other big thing though is before we take on any of that, we need to make sure that we take out HM4, because in order to, complete the puzzle, that will allow us to actually get through the area and be able to access Articuno, somebody has to know Strength. Which, luckily, we've got one guy on hand. We have our resident Strength expert in this whole deal, and he goes by the name of Kimbo Slice. We'll have to ditch a move in order to do it, but I know just which one we're going to do it with. Because at this point, he has 2 ground moves. He's got Earthquake and Dig, and even though Dig's a great song by Incubus, it's not the move we need, because Earthquake is not only it's 100 accuracy just like Dig is, but it does 20 points more of damage, so it definitely outweighs the digginess. So at this point, I no longer dig it, but now, you know, we have the strength. We are now Kelly Clarkson certified stronger at this juncture, and that's cool. So let's just throw that back in the box, and we can move on with our lives. I think that we should probably go stop by. We should go stop by the market down here real quick. I probably should have done it while I was in Celadon, but I didn't think about it. And we should definitely look into getting some items and stocking up. One other really cool thing, actually, we'll just do it when we get down to Fuchsia. One thing that's going to be really cool here, we definitely have more than enough Pokeballs for this. We've got a lot of Great Balls, we have a lot of Ultra Balls, and that's going to be fine. We should probably buy a few more when we get down to Fuchsia, just because we're going to need a few of them. And I throw very loose wording at the term few when it comes to Articuno. We're going to have an opportunity to really be able to catch a lot of Pokemon down here that we don't currently have. It's going to be filled. So let's check up on our Pokedex here. Things that we'll have the opportunity to catch while we're down here. We'll be able to catch things like Seal and Dugong will be available. We'll finally be able to catch a Zubat, even though I'm never going to use it, but for completion purposes, at least it'll be there. We'll be able to catch Psyduck down there. We'll be able to get... let's see, what else is there? Tentacool will be able to catch on the way down there, but I think they'll be there as well. And Slowpoke and Slowbro will also be down there. Along with, and Shelter may also be there. I can't remember that for sure, and I believe Krabby's there as well. So we're going to have some opportunities for a lot of things to happen here, and I'm really excited about that. I've been looking for a place that we could really make a big dent in some completion for all this, since we really haven't focused on that very much during the course of the playthrough itself. So I'm happy about it. And I think between like the 30, I think we have like somewhere in the area of like 35 Pokeballs at this juncture. I think that'll be well more than enough, but I want to just make sure that we've got more Ultra Balls, because we don't have very many of those. We've got like 28 Great Balls, which will be fine for catching everything that's not named Articuno in this. But gotta make sure that we're going to be in good hands there. Plus, I want to be able to have some things for status effects, because Tentacools definitely know poison moves, and that's going to be really annoying. We'll grab 10 of these. We have 6 revives still. I think that'll be enough. We've got full heal, or we're going to get about 10 of those. Actually, we're going to get more. We're going to get 15 of them. They're pretty cheap, so I don't see, you know, why not at this point. And then, let's see, Super Repel, Super Potion. Wouldn't be bad to buy more, I guess. We'll get 8 more of those. I think we already had, you know, 9 of them in the box, so okay. I think that's all we're gonna need. I really wish that Ether was a thing that you could buy, but it's definitely not an item that's purchasable, which really sucks, because we're gonna be encountering so many things. So many of them. It's obscene how many things we're gonna run into, and I may at one point or another just have to say fuck it and not engage with them, because the deeper we get into the Seafoam Island caves, you know, the lower amounts of power points we're gonna have to fight with. So we're gonna have to kind of pick our battles very carefully in this. But I'm thinking it's gonna be okay. On the plus side, if we ever need to, we can come back here and heal up if it really comes down to it. So let's make sure that we've got the lineup the way we want it here. I think Neo would be a pretty good choice to have there, since he's only one of 2 people that are at 36 right now. And there's a couple trainers to fight while we're here, so let's do the damn thing. Have to warm up before my swim. Sounds nice. I mean, I feel like a rousing Pokemon battle would be a good way to kind of get the blood pumping, you know? Swimmer wants to fight. Oh my god, I just realized that, yes, this is gonna be great. Oh man, and it has nothing to do with the game at all, by the way. It's just, oh, this is sick. So last night I went down to Eugene with my friends Matt and Kevin, and okay. Oh, it's because he's poison type. I was like, why would that not do very much damage to him? And then it hit me. It definitely hit me. He totally, he's got that poison typing. Helps out. Shelter, however, this will work great. Oh, that's great. It's a 25-point move. So I went down to the Oregon Ducks basketball game with my friends Matt and Kevin last night, and it's a customary thing that every time I go to Eugene, pretty much, I always stop by Doco and get one of their finely created calzones, and they've got like 40 of them in there. I think I've talked about them before, but it was even better because on Tuesdays, they totally have a 2 for $12 deal, which is way better than buying them for $7.50 a piece. Wait, you'll have a heart attack. Why? Why would I have a heart attack? Is the temperature of the water like is it like -5 degrees and my body's just gonna seize up in there? Because I think you're filling me full of shit. I think it's because you want to get in there before I do. You know? Goldine. Well, guess what, Goldine? I'm totally gonna cut your super collagenated lips just right off of your dumb face right now. But I decided when I went in there, not only was I gonna partake in getting, you know, a couple of calzones, one for there and then one for today, because it's snowing and I'm not gonna be able to drive and go anywhere, unless I'm like desperate for it or something. But I decided to try a couple that I've not tried before. I usually always go with like the combination one or the most meat, or they've got like some spicy taco ones in there that are really good. Let's go with Kimbo. I know he doesn't have an advantage here, but he should be able to take these things down with one slash. I decided to go with the chicken pesto joint, and that one was really good. I love pesto. I have like a very special department in my heart that can only be filled by the likes of pesto. And so I got that one for there. But now I've got the steak bomb chilling in the fridge right now, and oh my god, I'm gonna have such a crazy erection for that. It's steak, and it's like mozzarella and ricotta cheese, and there's like grilled onions and like some peppers in there. It's so good, and it comes with blue cheese to dip it in. Ooh, that's chili. It is chili. I would actually love chili today too. As long as it's not like Nally brand chili. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best either. And I know my dad's probably not going to make his patented Super Bowl chili today, even though, you know, why not? We're closing the stores early today because, you know, Oregon, when it snows in any capacity, it doesn't matter how little it is, they will shut everything down everywhere. I look at the sea to forget. Forget what? Sounds like a pretty dark thing. Well, let me tell you a story. You see, back in 1987, I was up in Manitoba, and I was driving truck. I was driving truck for this logging company that I was working for at the time, and while I was driving, it was late at night, and there was a family of deer walking across the street, and I didn't have the time to slam on the brakes, and I ended up striking all 7 of them. It's a big family. They were really into fucking quite a lot, and there was a family of 7 of them. And well, when I got out to see if they survived the collision, I realized that they actually weren't deer at all, and they were actually all people dressed up in deer costumes. And I'll tell you what, that really fucked me up for good. I picked them all up and I threw them on the side of the road because I couldn't go back to jail again. Oh no, not after Woodstock. And I decided it was at that point that I needed to go on the run for a long time. And I went down to Juarez after that. It was an extremely long drive. It was actually a very poor choice of place to choose from, really going all the way through an entire country to go down there. But I went down there, and you know, the only reason why the collision happened in the first place is because I looked away to reach down into my box of Cheez-Its, and well, you could see where it all went from there. And after that, I had to just hide out in the slums for about a year and a half, and the only food that I had for that entire year and a half was that one same extra large box of oversized Cheez-Its that were stained with the blood of the fallen deer people. And I was never the same. He's just sitting there like, he's not even commanding his Pokemon to even fight. He's not even telling him to do any moves. He's just sitting there like, just far enough out in the distance where you can't really like hear him that well, but he's just sitting there telling the story, and like nobody's even listening. And you're just like, I can't hear you, man. I can't hear anything that you're saying. And he's like not even registering anything. He's just like looking off in the distance more and more, just like telling the story. And he's just like, belly flop. Even though that's not even the same person that we were talking to, but I could see that being a thing. That'd be interesting. I'm sure a lot of these people out here probably have a story to tell. What's beyond the horizon? You know, I'll bet you beyond the horizon, there's probably somebody else in the water asking that same question to somebody that morphed into a weird white kind of blob in the water. Swimmer wants to fight. Lots of horsey. We're gonna have it's gonna be shooting a lot of bubbles at me, I'll bet ya. I'm trying to remember if Neo will actually learn Solar Beam or not, because if he does, that's gonna be so awesome. Solar Beam is just the ultimate G move. It does so much damage. I fucking love it. Let's because of the fact it doesn't have any type advantage there, let's go with Pillsbury actually. I think Psychic gets the bonus on Poison, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Sure does. I love listening. I love listening to that little jingly noise of Psychic when it's being used. It's so cool. Just and we'll use him too. Why not? I might as well give him some love. He's been kinda you know under the gun for a little while. Just not really been using him much. So I'm glad he's being able to get some play here. And then Goldeen, just because she's been a little bitchy lately. She's gonna get some serious shock therapy. Oh yes. She doesn't even deserve the bolt. She just doesn't even deserve it. She's not even worth its time. And I really didn't want to use it. And we're gonna save the Thunderbolt for more important things. Which is another reason why I love the fact that Thundershock is a really high PP move. Ah, random encounter. You know what? We'll make this random encounter be the last thing we do for this episode. Level 5? I don't even have to deal with it. I can totally just do this. I can just throw a Great Ball at it. We did this before. Yeah, we totally did this before with a Goldeen, so hey! Alright. I don't even have to fight these people anymore. Cool. Drifts in shallow seas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by its stinging acid. Well, you know, we're gonna give this thing a nickname, and we're gonna name it after a supplement in my store that I sell rather often. That's actually the main ingredient is a jellyfish protein. It's actually been like clinically proven to help with your memory, so it's super cool, and it's called Prevagen. So yeah, we're gonna throw Prevagen into the PC. Oh, plus the surfing theme. Oh, I love it. Alright guys, well you know what? We're going to stop right here, but when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Pokemon Blue, we're going to keep swimming in the ocean here on our way to the Seafoam Islands to take on that whole adventure. So until then, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to go make that calzone right now. So you guys take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Take care.